But in today's video, we're going to actually be doing our first episode of this series, and I'm going to be featuring Coach KWKW. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright everybody, so in this first match, we have Heracross, Shadow Snorlax, and Registeel on Coach's team, by the way. And we're going to see Heracross facing off against another bug type, Escavalier. So they're going to switch out their Escavalier into Togekiss, and of course Coach is going to switch out into the Registeel here, which is a great switch on his part. This is a pretty good matchup for Registeel. And this looks like this is just a regular Registeel, it's not an XL version. So we're going to see a flamethrower here, but Coach opts out and decides to just take it, knowing that they could survive a flamethrower, and we're just going to see the Escavalier come back in anyways. But nice enough, Coach is able to throw a Focus Blast here. He's not even going to try to bait, which is a great play. This might have Aerial Ace, and it does actually have Aerial Ace, so that was a good call to shield that. Heracross, really interesting Pokemon in this league for sure. So they're gonna switch, the opponent's gonna switch Clefable, and Coach is gonna switch in his Shadow Snorlax. Great switch on Coach's end here. So this is still pretty scary here. So this is a charm. This looks like it's a Charm Hole team, and wow, this is kind of scary. But Coach does have two close combats stored at the moment, and they're not gonna shield on Clefable. And crazy enough here, Coach is able to get up to another close combat, and I think because those counters are resisted, he's able to get that second close combat off, and there you go. It is important that he stored both those close combats though. Great game. Really came down to the wire there. Oh wow, I need to see how this battle goes. I mean, Jirachi lead. So he switches directly to Snorlax, which is a great switch, but the opponent stays in, which is kind of odd. I mean, those licks are still gonna hurt. So they do throw a Doom Desire, and in comes Swampert. So we're gonna see a Body Slam from Coach here, and in comes the Hydro Cannon, most likely from Swampert. And of course, Coach is just gonna let Snorlax go down. I'm sure he's gonna bring Heracross back in here. Yeah. So Heracross is going to be countering down the Swampert. It looks like he's just going to take one Hydro Cannon, which, as you can see, Heracross can take at least one of these. So I'm sure he's going to shield the second one and just go for a farm down, just so he can have some energy whenever that Jirachi comes back in. And I think this is more of a, this is still going to hit pretty hard. And they don't even shield with the Jirachi, interesting enough. They have two shields, they didn't even try to shield that. Oh, because they have this Togekiss. I guess they... oh, wow, this is kind of crazy because Togekiss has two shields, but we do have the old school Registeel coming in here. Trash can style, throwing in those flash cannons. Yeah, this could be a bait move. I don't think he wants to risk it regardless. And it is great because he did get the shield, that flamethrower. Even though this is a good matchup for Registeel, I feel like it's still a little scary. I feel like this gets it. This is it. This is it. Oh my gosh, yeah, that Swampert was way too low. I forgot how low that Swampert was. I actually almost forgot it was even a thing. But great game. That's Registeel really came in clutch there at the end. So now we're going to see fighter versus fighter. The bug fighter versus just the OG 4-arm man himself. And that was a great call. That cross chop didn't really do that much to the Heracross. I mean, Rock Slide's neutral, but still. And we're going to see a switch here into the mirror on Coach's end. And I think he's not too scared. He's like, there's no way this guy's going to want to throw Superpower first. So that was a good call to not shield. But a lot of times it's like, they might bait and then go for the move, but it's hard to tell at times. But this was a good call on his end because they didn't even try to shield back, and he just knocks out their Snorlax. In comes the Machamp, and yeah, he gets a shield there as well. That means Heracross is coming in with that close combat, gonna knock it out, and we get a Melmetal in the back line, and this should be game. Because we should see a close combat get off here, and Melmetal should go down pretty easily to that. Wow, I don't even know if I have a potential Heracross for the Ultra League. These are great battles. I really like this team. Okay, let's see how this next battle goes. Ooh, so we do see Cresselia. This is kind of interesting because, I mean, so he is going to switch out here. He's going to switch out to his Snorlax, and it's not Grass Knot, it is a Moonblast. In comes the Mirror. So now the real question is, will he shield or not? He doesn't shield, and it is a superpower. Wow, that's crazy. I think this guy made a pretty good call to play aggressive against Coach, though. And wow, this is crazy. That's at -1 defense, and it's a Shadow Snorlax. And it's still living pretty significantly to throw these charge moves on Heracross. Like that, what's kind of crazy. I know Coach wanted to farm here for energy, which probably is more worth it in this matchup, because he's going to get off 2 Mega Horns here, which does put a lot of pressure on Cresselia. But what happens here? Oh my gosh, they do have a Swampert in the back line, and we're going to see the Focus Blast hits. Oh, it's a Shadow Swampert also. So the real question is, what is this move? It is Earthquake. That was a good call to shield that. And what are we going to see? Is it another EQ? It's not. And we see a Flash Cannon. Okay, so he does get a little bit of farm down there. This is a pretty insane battle also. Wow. Registeel, honestly, I wonder what this team would be like with the XL Registeel, but obviously that's a difficult Pokemon to obtain candies for. I feel like this Cresselia is going to be able to pull it off, because it has a little bit of energy lead, and it just needs one more Moonblast here, while Reggie's going to need at least one more Flash Cannon. Yeah, that's game. Really close though, really close. Good game. Yeah, shout out to Coach for sharing these matches. These are all really interesting to watch. Okay, I think this is the final battle of the set, and we are going to see another Cresselia lead. So let's see if Coach tries to play this in a similar fashion where he switches out. Okay, so I guess this is something that Coach has like down to a T when he gets Cresselia leads with his Heracross. He likes to switch out on the Moonblast to his Snorlax. We're going to see a Lapras come in, and Coach is just going to take that Surf to the face. He's going for the bait move. I'm not sure if the opponent will shield here. They do end up shielding. That's a pretty good call. I'm wondering if Coach will shield or not. He decides to just let it go. So some of the energy is gone, but it might be worth it in the end. There's a really good chance the opponent won't shield here, and they didn't. So in comes the Cresselia. I feel like this is a pretty good position for Coach. He has the shield advantage. He's getting that last shield. He's switching to Registeel to eat a move, which seems like a good play here. In comes Swampert, which it's hard for me to think he can lose this. I mean, this might be EQ. It's not. So that's a pretty good call, right? I feel like he should just Focus Blast here, right? Is this a little... This might be a little... like on the Shadow one, I feel like that works. This is kind of a interesting situation. Well, he's able to get off a Mega Horn here, and this should be pretty big damage. It's not enough to knock out Cresselia, as you can tell. But Cresselia is going to throw out some energy, and I feel like Reggie can just come in. No, the real thing, though, is I think Swampert's going to be able to get to the Hydro Cannon first. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, yo. Good game, man. Coach, thank you so much for submitting the battles. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this type of content, consider liking, subscribing, and also consider submitting some of your battles. Here's my email address again. Share it via Google Drive or some other file sharing. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every day. You guys have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And shout out to all the battlers in this video as well. Peace.